Hi, my name is Kayla Harrison. I'm a two-time Olympic champion, two-time PFL champion, and professional MMA fighter.
How did you meet Andre Petrosky?
The real story is Andre slid into the DMs and let me know that he was my biggest fan, and we just became buds after that. You know, he was just like a funny guy. We could relate. He wants to be like me when he grows up. So,
from my understanding, you are a Olympic gold medalist judoka. Right?
Two-time.
So wait, when did you first start judo?
I started judo when I was 6 years old, and I went to my first Olympics when I was 22 years old.
Is there a specific reason for why you started judo? Is there something you loved about the art?
Well, the story goes that I was running around. I saw a karate commercial on TV, and I was running around like breaking stuff in the house. And my mom had taken judo in college as a self-defense class, and she knew how good it was for self-defense, self-discipline. So she took me to the local dojo, and that was it. I loved it.
What did it feel like for you when you first qualified for the Olympic team?
It was a dream come true, you know. I mean, it was a long road to get there. I had a lot of trials and tribulations. I didn't have the easiest path, and there were a lot of moments where I wanted to quit and I wanted to give up, and I didn't want to live anymore. So to make it to the Olympics was probably a miracle in and of itself.
How did it feel winning the gold medal?
Some days I still can't believe it. You know, my life now, it all kind of changed that day, and had a ripple effect in a lot of ways. And you know, I'm truly blessed.
Were there a lot of sacrifices you had to make in regards to competing in the Olympics? Was there a lot of hard training that you had to go through that you felt like, oh my God, this is like I want to die right now? Like, how hard was it?
Pretty much as hard as you would expect to win an Olympic gold medal. It's not easy. It's not. That's why so few people have done it. You know, and one of my favorite quotes about the Olympics is, it's not every 4 years, it's every day. It's every time you open the fridge. It's every time you think about hitting the snooze button. It's every time you don't want to go to practice. It's every time you want to give up. You know, those are the moments where you make yourself into a champion, when you make the right decision.
Since you compete in the PFL, is there a specific reason why you like competing in the PFL instead of a UFC or a Bellator?
Well, I started my career at the PFL, and they've taken really good care of me from day one. I prefer the sport format that the PFL has, where it's not really about trash talking. It's not really about how big your name is. It's just about you win and you advance. I think that is the future of the sport. I think that puts the fighter's destiny in their own hands, and it gives everyone an equal opportunity, and I'm all about that.
That's awesome. So you said they take much better care of you than probably like UFC or Bellator would be?
I mean, I don't know if they take better care of me, but I think they give everyone an equal opportunity. And Friday night, everyone has an opportunity, you know, to change their lives. $6 million on the line. MMA's richest night, you know. So that's real. You know, that's not just talking the talk. That's walking the walk, putting their money where their mouth is.
I see. So there are a lot of people that we know who are trying to become very successful in the martial arts world. People who have trained with Andre Petrosky, trained under Daniel Gracie, and all these other fighters that we work with. But a lot of them are also struggling to compete a lot in regards to their mental health. Would you say fighting and anything that you go into in this career affects your mental health?
I mean, I think that depends on who you are as a person, right? Obviously, if you put your value, your self-worth into a win or a loss, if you put your value in what you attain materialistically or in this, you know, of this world, if you put your value in what other people think of you, then this sport will be very damaging to your mental health, you know, because this is not a forgiving sport. You know, everyone has failures. There are ups and downs and highs and lows, and there are so many people who, the second you stumble, they're ready and willing to shit all over you and to walk all over you. And the money comes and goes, and the gold comes and goes, and the belts comes and goes. So if you put your value in that, then your mental health is going to suffer greatly. But if you're able to stay true to who you are, if you're able to surround yourself with people who love you no matter what, and if you're able to realize that this is what you do, not who you are, then I think you're going to be okay.
I see. So aside from PFL, are there any other hobbies that you like doing outside of the martial arts world?
I have a farm. I like my
Oh,
chickens. Hanging out with my kids.
Mhm.
That's pretty much it.
Is there anything you grow on the farm, or like a bunch of other?
We
animals
have
in
we have a greenhouse that we just moved there, so we're getting ready to get it started, get some veggies going. We got a little herb garden going with some chamomile, lavender, mint, oregano, all that kind of good stuff.
So
So
nice.
we got that little garden going, and now we're gonna start the vegetable garden pretty
Mhm.
soon.
Is this something living on like the farm life something you thought you were going to do ever in your life, or do you like that kind of a
I mean,
life?
I grew up in Ohio, so
Ah.
I moved away when I was 16 to train for the Olympics, and I always missed it. You know, I missed that slower pace, I think.
Mhm.
And the older I get, the more I realize how precious my peace is and um, how valuable it is. You know, I don't really need much. Just me, my kids, some
Mhm.
fresh air. I'm good to go. So, yeah, it's definitely something I didn't, I think, know until I just woke up one day and I was like, nah, I gotta buy a farm. Like, I gotta get the hell out of here. I
No, but
need
it
some
sounds
space.
good. Yeah. No, but it sounds good. Living on a farm sounds like a very exciting life. Well, thank you. I really appreciate you doing
Yeah,
this
it's my
interview with
pleasure.
me.
It's my pleasure.
Thank you
Super
very
nice to
much.
meet you.
Of
Yeah.
course, you too.